RB Leipzig were your biggest winners last round in the Bundesliga as they picked up a cheeky win over Borussia Dortmund to move, of course, into the top 5. But what about the Bayern? They're still running away with it. Can anyone catch up? We'll take a little look next. That's right, folks. Back once again with our prediction video today. We look forward to match number 12 over the Bundesliga. And we'll just 1 second. If you're new, where you been, smash your subscribe and get your bang today. All things Bundesliga related, Babylon Rose related, world football related. We're all here, boys. Under one roof. Of course, Bayern remain top of the pops with a big win over Freiburg, of course, who remain in 3rd in the table. Of course, can they actually make Champions League? We'll talk about that in a minute. Of course, big shout out to our VIPs, of course, whoever you are. They are the Patreons, boys. That's, of course, big shout out to you guys. Thank you for your love. And if you want to become a patron, check out the link down below. You can become a brother from another mother, and of course, my best mate for life. Check out that link down below. So here we go. Of course, recap the games that took place, of course, pre-international break. Of course, here we go. There was top of the table crunch clash. Bayern up against Freiburg. 2-1 win in the end for Bayern. As of course, Freiburg make hard work of it. Meanwhile, Leipzig picked up also a 2-1 win over Dortmund, of course, to move up to the top 5. Of course, Dortmund remains 2nd at the table, 4 points adrift of Bayern at the moment. Meanwhile, Wolfsburg go back to winning ways with a 1-0 win for them over Augsburg. Stuttgart lost to Bielefeld, of course, big win for them at the foot of the table as they start to try to climb the table. Mönchengladbach do after a 1-1 draw. Gladbach was so unfortunate there. In fact, they were a little bit lucky as Mainz were peppering them, and it wasn't thanks to the wonders between the sticks of Jan Sommer to keep Gladbach within that game. Anyway, Hertha Berlin picked up a draw against Leverkusen, 1-1 in the end. Leverkusen down to 6th right now. Köln and Union Berlin picked up a draw as well. Köln in 11th, Union Berlin all right to 8th. Of course, Bochum picked up a massive win for them, 2-0 win at the foot of the table as well to cut poor Greuther Fürth, who lost again, 2-1 win to Frankfurt in the end. So we'll take a look at the table in a minute. Let's count my picks up. 1, 2, 3. So pretty miserable for me. Of course, Bayern lead the charge, 28 points on the board right now. Of course, Dortmund lead in 2nd spot with 24 points, and Freiburg are in 3rd. Down the foot of the table, Greuther Fürth just the 1 point so far this season in a very, very miserable campaign. Arminia Bielefeld are up just above them, and of course Augsburg as well. But a win for Bielefeld could see them jump out of it at the expense of maybe Stuttgart and Frankie are in a bit of trouble as well. That's of course down the foot of the table. What about the prediction league? Of course, 3 gets you absolutely nothing. Of course, Yannick Buster, Costas K, Hans Worst, Andreas Biancamola as well. Well done to you, all of you, for getting top bins here, 5 out of 9. So well done, well done. Let's take a look at the grand scheme of things though. For of course the Bundesliga, it's of course Shepherd lead the charge, of course, and Ultramarine as well. 50 points on the board, as of course they are the power 2 at the moment. But of course, it is a very, very long way to go. So get involved, get amongst it. Of course, you can still get your name in likes as well. Let's get involved. If you want to get involved, it's free to enter Cutty Fortress Bundesliga. Get your names in there, get your picks in. Of course, we'll have a look at it next time around. Let's take a look at the course of the next time around, which is, of course, match number 12 over in the Bundesliga. Kick it off with Dortmund. I think I'm taking on, of course, Stuttgart on Saturday, November the 21st. Now, these two separated 56 times to 902, 26 wins for Dortmund, 16 wins for Stuttgart, and 14 draws. Biggest win for Dortmund, 6-1 win. The biggest, otherwise, a 5-1 win. Of course, Dortmund coming to this back-to-back defeats for them, a bit of a trouble, 50% form for them right now. Meanwhile, Stuttgart just 1-6, 33% form for them at the moment. Of course, that's around in Dortmund was a 5-1 win for Stuttgart back in December 2020. Goodness gracious me, it's a bit of a kick in the bollocks right there. Of course, Dortmund coming to this back of that with a loss against Leipzig. Of course, Stuttgart coming to this back of that loss against Bielefeld. Look at the odds on this one. Dortmund coming actually 3-1 on for the victory. 32 issue Stuttgart. That's 2 issue draw. I'm going with the hosts here with a 3-0 win for Dortmund, of course. Keep up the heat at the top of the table. Next, of course, Leverkusen taking on Bochum, of course, who are the bottom. Of course, Leverkusen in middle top. Up pressure 32 times in 992. 16 wins for Leverkusen, 10 wins for Bochum, and 6 draws. Just 1 minute 6 though for Leverkusen at the moment. 40% form for them right now. Here, Bochum looking very good. Just 1 to beat past 6 for them. 83% form for them at the moment. Of course, their biggest win over Leverkusen was a 4-1 win. The biggest win away was a 4-0 win. Of course, last round in Leverkusen was a 5-2 win. It was a friendly. Let's go back a little bit more than that. Of course, if we go back to 2010, also 2009, so it was a 2-1 win for Leverkusen in Leverkusen back in August 2009. Of course, Leverkusen picked up a draw against Hertha Berlin last round. Bochum picked up a 2-0 win over Hoffenheim last round. Look at the odds on this one. This is over in Leverkusen, of course. We have 11-4 on as your hosts, 81 as your long shots as Bochum, and 41 as draw. The bookies say a home win on this one. It does look like a home. It does look more like an away win though. Bochum's form is great, but I'm going to go with the 2-1 win for Leverkusen because the cream does rise to the top. To the top on this one. Next up, we have Union Berlin against Hertha Berlin in the Battle of the Berlin Boys. That's why I played the 9 times 2009. 4 wins for Hertha, 2 wins for the Union, 3 draws. Of course, big from Berlin, of course, Union Berlin. That was a 1-0 win, the biggest, otherwise a 4-0 win. Of course, Union Berlin gives us just 1 win and 6 for them, 33% form for them right now. Up against, of course, Hertha Berlin, just 1 defeat past 5 for them, 58% form for them at the moment. Of course, coming at you last round in Union Berlin was a 1-1 draw back in April 2021. The away side hasn't won this game since Hertha beat Union Berlin back in the SpVgg Bundesliga back in 2012. Of course, Union Berlin did draw with Köln last round. Hertha Berlin picked up a draw against Leverkusen last round. Look at the odds on this one, 29-20 is your hosts. They are, of course, Union Berlin, 5-2 is your draw. Sorry, 5-2 is your away win, 30-5 is your draw. I'm going to go with that win for the hosts on this one, Union Berlin, to get another one in the win column in the Berlin derby. And so we've got Gladbach up against, of course, Greuther Fürth. Must win, Gladbach. Do not mess me around here. Of course, played 11 times, 2009, 7 wins for Gladbach, 2 for Greuther Fürth, and 2 draws. Of course, Gladbach up to just 1 to beat past 6-7% form for them right now. Meanwhile, Greuther Fürth, without a win in, who knows, miserable form. Of course, last time in Mönchengladbach was a 1-0 win for Mönchengladbach. That was back in April 2013. Of course, Gladbach did draw with Mainz last time around. Greuther against Frankie last time around. Look at the odds on this one. Gladbach are actually 7-2 on for the victory. 9-1 is your long shots. Of course, Greuther at 90-4 is your draw. Going to go with the win for the host. 3-0 win for Gladbach to take it to the house. Next, I've got Freiburg up against Frankfurt in the battle of the Fs. Of course, Freiburg doing very, very well. Taking place on, of course, Sunday, November the 21st. Now, these two sides played 38 times since 1993. 13 wins for Freiburg, 16 wins for Frankfurt, and 9 draws. Biggest win for Freiburg, 4-1 win. Otherwise, a 3-0 win. Freiburg coming to just 1 defeat past 6 games, 75% form for them right now up against Frankfurt. Just 1 defeat past 5 for them. 58% form for them at the moment, of course. Coming out low last round in Freiburg was a 2-2 draw back in January 2021. The away side hasn't won this game since Frankfurt beat Freiburg back in 2018. Of course, Freiburg did lose to Bayern narrowly, 2-1 loss. Of course, last round Frankfurt did pick up a win against Greuther, 2-1 win last round, of course. Look at the odds, 20-20 is your Freiburg. The favourites, 45 is your away win. That's Frankie. 5-2 is your draw. I'm going to go with a 2-2 draw on this one. Maybe, just maybe, the bubble has burst for Freiburg. Next, of course, Hoffenheim taking on RB Leipzig. That's right, coming at you on Saturday, November the 20th. Played 11 times 2016. 2 wins for Hoffenheim, 6 wins for Leipzig, 3 draws. Big win for Hoffenheim, 4-0 win. The big otherwise a 2-0 win. Of course, Hoffenheim coming to this 50% form, winning 3, losing 3 up against Leipzig. Just 1 defeat about 6% form for them right now. Of course, last round over in Hoffenheim was a 1-0 win for Leipzig. That was back in December 2020. Of course, the Leipzig, I mean, what we're looking at here, Hoffenheim hasn't beaten Leipzig. So it's a 5-2 win in Leipzig back in 2018. Of course, Leipzig picked up a win over Dortmund last time. Hoffenheim picked up a loss against Bochum last time. Look at the odds on this one. We got Hoffenheim 3-1 for the victory. 4-3 on Leipzig and 65 is draw. Leipzig are your favourites, 2-1 for me to get the 3 points as well. Mainz will take on Köln in a bit of a local affair here. They pushed 32 times since 1998, 12 wins apiece and 8 draws. Of course, big win for Mainz, a 4-0 win. The big otherwise a 3-0 win. Of course, Mainz coming to unbeaten last 4, picked up 3 wins and a draw to boot up against Köln, who come to this just 1 defeat past 4 for them, 50% form for them at the moment. Of course, last time in Mainz was a 1-0 win for Köln. That was back in December 2020. Of course, coming at you though, look at the odds. 11-10 on is your Mainz. Of course, they are the favourites. 23-10 is your draw. 35. So 35 is your draw. 23-10 is your away win. That's Köln on this one. Going with the host with just a 1-0 win, just enough to get their 3 points. Next up, Augsburg, who are struggling up against, of course, Bayern. That's going to take place on Friday, November the 19th. Of course, played each other 25 times since 2008. 3 was Augsburg, 20 was Bayern, and 2 draws. Of course, big win for Augsburg, 2-1 win. The big other is a 6-0 win, and Bayern coming to just 1 defeat past 6, 83% form for them right now. Up against Augsburg, just 1 win, 6, 25% form for them at the moment. That's the round, of course, in Augsburg was a 1-0 for Bayern. That was back in January 2021. Of course, look at the odds on this one. 60-1 is your Augsburg, long shot 7-1 on is your Bayern. Of course, 32 is your draw. 3-0 win for the away team, of course it is. No questions asked. And then finally, we have Arminia Bielefeld up against Wolfsburg. That is right, taking place on Saturday, November the 20th. Now, these two sides, of course, play each other 22 times in the past. Of course, since 1995, 4 wins for Bielefeld, 13 wins for Wolfsburg, and 5 draws. Biggest win for Bielefeld, 3-1 win. The biggest other is a 5-0 win. Of course, Bielefeld just 1 win and 6, 25% form for them right now. Meanwhile, Wolfsburg 3 wins on the bounce, 50% form for them at the moment. Last time, of course, over in Bielefeld, that was a 3-0 win for Wolfsburg. They've actually won, actually unbeaten in competitive action. 5 wins on the bounce across the Bundesliga and across the DFB Pokal. But 3-0 win last time in Bielefeld. Of course, that was back in February 2021. Of course, Bielefeld picked up a win over Stuttgart, though. Wolfsburg picked up a win at Augsburg. Of course, look at the odds on this one. 3-1 is your host. 2090 on is your Wolfsburg. 5-2 is your draw. I'm going to go with the 3-1 win for Wolfsburg on this one. I mean, Bielefeld are in trouble. That's my picks, boys. That's my picks for this coming match day. Be sure to get your picks in as well using the code CUTLY4SHOTS-Bundesliga. And of course, I look forward to seeing you then for that one. Of course, I look forward to seeing you when we come back around for the next one. But until then, though, give us some love and smash your thumbs up, smash your subscribe. Check the links down below on Twitter, Twitch, Facebook, and of course, Patreon as well. But until then, folks, I think we're done. See you then for the next one. Out.